Good morning, everyone. I hope this is going live. I think it is. I know it's super early for many of my friends, and so I will be posting this later on my IGTV. In sequence to our conversation from last week about preparing and starting a fat fast, I am just outside of my favorite supermarket. I'm coming to get some last minute things. So I'm going to go over these things with you guys, and then I'll be posting some pictures, okay? So this is my favorite supermarket for a whole bunch of reasons. I wish you could see the ocean right in front of me. It's a nice sunny day. Although it's still cold here in Portugal, it's nice and sunny. And I love coming here. You know, we're still on lockdown, so going to the supermarket is as much as I do. And I only come once a week. I don't go to the supermarket on the weekend. That's why I'm here early Monday morning. Plus, I had planned to start today. So just a recap of last week. Number one, I decided that I was going to do a fat fast with you guys, and I'll go over the reasons for that in just a second. Number two, I have been preparing by posting the list of foods and how and why I'm doing a fat fast. And then, of course, number three, just doing it. No delays, no excuses, and I'm starting today. So let me tell you, because I've done many fat fasts in the past, how this is going to go for me most likely. So the reason why I'm doing a fat fast and I've asked you guys to join me is because the month of January and February have been a little bit rough for me on all levels, you know, health-wise, not personally, but family, and a lot of stress. My husband was away. You know, a lot of you know this story, so I won't go over that. So anyway, for that reason, again, excuses, but for that reason, I've been eating very poorly and craving a lot. And actually, for those of you that follow me in my the PCOS plan, the book that I wrote with Dr. Jason Fung, and my page, you know that my personal passion is reproductive health. So a TMI, too much information, a little added bit to this story. I just got my period today, which is great news. Number one, because I had an operation in November and my period stopped for a couple of months, and now it's back on track. So that's a really great thing. Reproductive health is really important to me personally and professionally. So TMI for some of you, but for those that follow me know that this is a big part of my health and other women's health, right? Having a regular period. But what this means is that, of course, over the last week, my cravings have been even higher, right? The insulin beast moved into my house. So during PMS, it's so much harder to start things and to do things. So right now, I'm in a really good place to start. Number one, I'm motivated and decided, of course. And number two, from a cyclical point of view, this is a great place to do either a fat fast or an extended fast, which I do plan on doing in a few days. So my fat fast will likely go for 2 to 5 days, maybe even 1 day, and then whenever I feel ready, I will start an extended fast. I'm planning on doing a 3-day fast, and I'll post a whole bunch of details about that for those that want to join me. I know lots and lots of you guys want to join me. So what's a fat fast? Please go to my post from last week. I posted a whole bunch of a blog post from Megan Ramos from The Fasting Method on what fat fasting is and when you should do it, how to do it, and the list of foods. So I'm picking up some things. Of course, I have most of these in my house, but because my husband is back and he's likely going to join me on this fat fast if he doesn't just decide to do an extended fast from the get-go, I want to make sure I have enough eggs, enough bacon, salmon and sardines, all right, leafy greens. So I'm personally myself going to get some spinach. I like bitter greens and some lettuce, okay? And then, so beside the leafy greens, healthy fats, which we have a ton of, but I'll probably pick up some extra virgin olive oil. We have some avocado oil from Costco that we always bring a ton from Canada. Butter, I'm going to get some extra butter. I can never have enough butter in the house. And extra olives, so black and green olives, and extra avocados. I'm all out of avocados, okay? So these are the 8 foods on the fat fast list. So eggs, bacon, salmon and sardines, leafy greens, healthy fats, avocados, and olives, all right? So I like to keep it really simple. You can't go really fancy with a fat fast anyway. It's not a super long diet. A lot of people ask, what do you replace bacon with? Or what do you replace avocados with? You replace with the other things on the list, okay? You're actually supposed to pick maybe 3 or 4 things, maybe 2 things on that list, and just eat them when hungry until full for 2 to 5 days. You might only go 1 day, you might go 5 days, you might even go longer, as long as you feel okay. If you feel like you don't want to eat those foods anymore, it's more likely that you're ready to start an extended fast. So go for it, right? Or an alternate day fast if that's what you're doing for weight loss, which is great. I'm doing a 3-day because I need the autophagy, I need the healing, and just everything that comes with an extended fast, right? The clear mind and added energy. It's a really great thing to do either monthly or quarterly or seasonally, basically. Okay, so those are the foods. How I do a fat fast is really simple. I wake up in this state, this insulin beast state, I wake up craving sugar. I don't wake up craving eggs and bacon. So I just don't eat in the morning. There's a strategy called delay, don't deny, which basically means that you tell yourself that you will eat when you're hungry or you'll eat later. You just keep pushing it off. So I'm basically combining intermittent fasting with fat fasting. Some of you might be ready to go, and the first day of your fat fast might mean just eating all day long. Maybe you're eating a little bit of olives here and a little bit of avocado there and a little bit of eggs there. And as Megan says in that post that I shared with you guys last week, that's perfectly fine, okay? If that's how your first day goes, if you're hungry all the time, just eat, but eat those foods because they're low in producing insulin and they won't feed that insulin beast, okay? So throughout the day, you're gonna get less and less hungry, and you're gonna wake up the next day in a better place to do time-restricted eating, meaning that, full meals and not grazing and snacking in between. For me, it's easier to fast than it is to eat eggs and bacon when I don't crave and I don't feel like eating those foods. So I will most likely fast all day and have one meal later. And the reason why I'll have a meal later is because I'm in no place to do an extended fast right now. I wouldn't be able to do an overnight fast. Otherwise, I would. If I was in a place where I thought I could just fast through and do this 3-day right away, I would. But the fat fast for me is a preparation. So I do a combination of things. I'm basically going to fast as long as I can or as long as I feel like. And when I'm actually hungry and the thought of eating sardines and eggs seems appetizing, which I know from experience will happen sometime in the afternoon, then I sit down and I have this great meal. So I will likely have one meal today. I'm not a grazer. I'm no longer a snacker. So eating a little bit of olives, a little bit of avocado doesn't work for me. If I'm not hungry, I don't want to eat. So very likely I'll have one meal later today. Tomorrow, depending on how it goes, I'll probably have 2 regular meals. And I will likely be in a better place to eat the leafy greens and the eggs and the bacon. I like sardines. I'm not a huge fan of salmon, but I like smoked salmon, so I'll have some around. And so by tomorrow, I won't be craving other things. And so it'll be great to eat 2 meals when I'm hungry. I'm usually hungry at 10 and 4. So I was hungry today at 10, but my kids were having their regular breakfast. And that's another thing. For those of you that have families and have little kids, they're eating 3 meals a day. They don't snack, my kids, but they do eat 3 meals a day. So of course, right now, any of that food seems more appetizing than a fat fast, but I've decided to do a fat fast, so I'll do it. That's really the key to success, is you'll basically do anything that you've decided to do. I haven't gone into this with the thought of I'm going to try to do it. I know I'm going to do it. How I'm going to do it is most likely how I've explained it. I'm going to combine intermittent fasting and fat fast. But again, you might do it differently. You might just start with, grazing a little bit or snacking throughout the day if that's what works for you. As long as you're sticking to the fat fast foods, by the 2nd or 3rd day, you'll be in a better place to have full meals and no snacks, okay? I will likely fast 20 or 24 hours and then have a full meal sometime later today. And I will be sharing all of this with you. Okay, guys? Hope that this came through well. And again, for those of you that are still sleeping, it's super early in many parts of the world. I hope you can catch this later on my IGTV. All right, take care. Talk to you soon. Bye.